So today's meal, I'm trying to make some pulled pork, and basically yesterday my mom had made some soup, some what they call in Spanish, most Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, I think Cubans as well, pernil. So we made My mom got a bone with some meat in it, and she had made it into a soup. So I took that bone and meat, and I actually started taking out all the meat out of it. Of course, they were in big chunks. But last night, I, took them all apart, all the chunks, and I got them into this fine, what they call pulled kind of meat. And I think it comes from poor boy sandwich or something like that. I'm not really too familiar with the history of pulled pork, but I know that it's a southern food. And I got the first time I ever tried it was in restaurant called Barbecue, which is everywhere in the city in Manhattan. So um, and I used to work in the city when I was younger. So I basically got the idea of making, when I got married and I had my child, he liked chicken. And so I made pulled chicken, kind of, and that's his favorite still. So I figured at one point I will make the actual pulled pork, and this is my opportunity. So I'm taking advantage of this, and I am basically filming how I'm gonna make it. So what I included was um, some, of course, pork, some butter, and some whatchamacallit, the barbecue sauce. So I went ahead and I started putting all of the stuff in the middle. And now I am just trying to get the the meat to be recooked, and all the barbecue sauce and everything. You can see that there's a lot of butter there. I gave it 2 spoonfuls, big spoonfuls. And this is the way that I make my pulled pork. And actually, this is going to be my breakfast. It's late, so it's going to be like a brunch kind of thing. And last night, my mom loves to go to church on Fridays. And so um, the priest had requested me to go this Friday, although he wasn't there, but I went. And I tried to go to church a little bit when I need it, especially if there are things going on in my life that there's a need for me to seek out the help from my higher power, God, etc. So basically, I went yesterday, and there's a bakery around there, and they had just made some nice bread. So I basically okay, now it's nice and mixed. So I'm just gonna let it cook. I have it at half the flame, like in the middle, like a 4. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you the actual buns. And then I'm going to bring, let's see, here are the buns. This is my mom's, well, this is my childhood apartment. I've lived here most of my life, since I was a teenager. And then I went out on my own and got my own apartment. And then I met someone. That didn't work out. Met another person, and finally I got married. So here it is. These are the buns that I got yesterday. So they're nice. My mom keeps all the pictures, family and stuff all over on the dining room table. So anyway, so this is the bread that I'm going to put the pulled pork in. So this apartment is kind of like an apartment that we've had for almost, I would say, 30 years. So we've had it in the family for a long time. This is where we established our roots. I was born in Latin America, and I came to visit the States. I used to come and visit the States all the time because some of my family is from here. I have family from Spain, from Italy, but I was born and raised in Latin America, Nicaragua first. And when the Civil War started there, then we came to the States. And it was pretty frightening for me as a 5-year-old, but got into the business of psychology because of it. And now I'm just, sort of trying to do some cooking groups, I guess, videos to do a life skills kind of thing.